Hey, good morning, Garden America listeners and viewers. Hey, we don't have a show this weekend because the studios are being renovated. So hopefully next week when you're watching live, you'll be able to see the new dids that we have there in the studio. So I thought I'd show you a little bit around my yard this morning, just kind of keeping you up to date with what's going on in the San Diego spring. That's hopefully just starting this weekend because we've had a bit of rainy weather the past few weeks, but it's getting off to a good spring. I've mentioned this tomato a couple times. This is that large tomato growing along the side of my house. It's growing well. I'm gonna have to start pruning it back, but as you can see, we're getting some fruit off of it now, or we're starting to get some fruit on it now. Some good groupings in here. I'm real worried. It's such a large tomato that I'm real worried because I know that as soon as the fruit starts to ripen up, we're gonna get some critters in here. I've already had some critter damage done to my strawberries. So now we're gonna walk our way over to that area where I have a couple other beds going on. The yard's coming along. We had a lot of rain this spring, so I'm glad to see that everything's kind of doing well. This is a little of the veggie pod. So I've got some lettuce, some basil. There's gonna be some seeds that come up there in the back, but things seem to be doing pretty well now. So we'll keep that going and harvesting. Over here, I have some more tomatoes. That's a black Seaman and a pink Berkeley tie-dye tomato back there, and some peppers. And I moved my strawberries in here because the critters kept getting into them. So that was kind of frustrating and a bummer. Now we're gonna work our way into the front where I planted some flowers. Last week on the show, I had asked John what he thought about some of the sweet peas. Oh, let me walk back because the poppies that my son had planted and where he threw a group of seeds just in one spot are starting to bud up, and they're getting really tall. We walked right by them, but they're tucked in here, and you can see they're coming along great. I just saw, look at a little snail guy eating away. I think there's plenty of food for him though, so I'm not going to worry about him too much. He'll put a little bit of damage, and I'll put some snail bait down later, maybe some sluggo or something if it becomes a problem, but I'm not worried about it. Those poppies aren't super important. We'll see how they do. But the sweet peas that I mentioned to John, he threw in the front yard here. So as we come into the front, you can see down in here, they're kind of growing. You just threw them in this bed with this hibiscus plant. But here's some new petunias that are coming out. See that nice purple and white blotch coloration. So those are looking nice. And then these salvias here, they just keep coming back year after year from seed right here in the front of the house. So those are looking nice now. I planted them in the window box a while back, but now they just keep coming back from seed by themselves. So it's kind of neat. And then Isaac strategically planted some little of the the cream colored California poppies down in here. So yeah, things are looking good here. Hope you guys have a good holiday weekend. John, Bryan, and I will be back in studio next week. We've got some fun stuff planned for you all, and have a good weekend. Get out there and enjoy the yards. All right.